We don't know what's happening right now. Right now, we need to be patient.
As immigration and customs enforcement begin ramping up in the U.S., people on and offline have expressed their concerns here in Utah. I'm Maya Constantino in West Valley City. I spoke with an immigration lawyer on what you need to know. As the Trump administration ramps up immigration enforcement in the U.S., it's led to worries among some people. Immigration attorney Mike Alvarez says there's a lot of uncertainty.
Well, I fear it's panic, but I think it's mostly uncertainty. The problem is uncertainty in a lot of people's minds gets interpreted as a very, very negative situation. So
we've reached out to ICE recently to see if they'll tell us whether they have any operations going on in Utah. So far, they haven't responded to us. Alvarez says that uncertainty has led to a lot of phone calls to his office.
So I have heard calls from people who are concerned about the Trump administration going out and trying to find people who are here without documentation. I don't have any personal knowledge of any raids being carried out. However, I do have personal knowledge of people who have been put into removal proceedings, even been detained and sent to Nevada.
Here's what Alvarez is telling people.
People should know what their rights are. People have a right to remain silent with respect to whatever conduct they've engaged in. People do have to identify themselves if law enforcement agencies ask them to, but they don't have to go beyond that. The way to do it would not be to become confrontational with the police. Just say, I would prefer not to answer that question.
He also says people should have their paperwork handy.
It's also important for people who are U.S. citizens or even lawful permanent residents. I would always recommend at least carrying a copy of the alien registration card, carrying a copy of whatever documentation the person has to show he or she is here lawfully.
West Valley City resident Adriana Corrin Montoya says even though she's a U.S. citizen, she still feels uncomfortable.
I don't know. My heart hurts. For me, that I'm allowed to live here and I'm free to do so, I'm feeling cornered too.
In West Valley City, Maya Constantino, Fox 13 News, Utah.